So even though I just finished recording all of day 1 of D&D's daily free content, they released day 2 in the time it took me to finish those recordings and get them uploaded. So let's cover day 2, and hopefully I'll be able to catch a break before we jump into day 3 tomorrow. So what did we get on day 2? We actually got the entirety of Lost Mines of Phandelver and the Secrets of Sokol Keep, along with a D&D coloring page. I'm going to go over mostly Sokol Keep because Lost Mines of Phandelver has been out for forever. But if you want to hear a little bit about all of that, stay tuned. What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and let's just dive right into it. So here you can see, here was yesterday Adventure with Muck and Defiance and Phlan. Now we're getting today Adventurers League Secrets of Sokol Keep. If you're very clever or you're unaware, this was DDEX 102, which is Season 1 of Adventurers League back from 2014. This is DDEX 102, so it's the second adventure. Secrets of Sokol Keep. So, Secrets of Sokol Keep, here it is. I went and downloaded it here off the DM's Guild. It is yet again, as I stated, Tyranny of Dragons Module 2. It seems like with we already have the release for Day 3, that we're going to be getting DDEX 1 through whatever, probably to the length of that whole adventure. Couple things. One, there will be spoilers, potentially. Well, there will be spoilers, definitely, for Secrets of Sokol Keep. Also, I'm just going to say this up front, folks. I'm going to read through these on a very high level, but being completely transparent with you, these videos are doing really poorly in comparison to the other videos I put out. I don't know if it's the way I've titled the videos. I don't know if it's just because DM's content doesn't do as well as player content does, but they just don't seem to be doing as well. I mean, people have asked for them, so I'm putting them out there to cover them, but I'm probably going to run through them faster than normal and not go as in-depth because people don't seem to be enjoying them as much, and they want more of the, the fixing content and the top 10 contents and the reviewing on Arcana and all that kind of stuff. So I said I would do it, so I'll at least finish out this week's worth of content, but probably after this, I think I'm not going to cover it going forward unless something really mind-blowing comes out. So it says right here, Sokol Keep is or Sokol, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but was reclaimed and a small garrison placed there along with a beacon to help guide ships. The beacon has gone dark, the garrison has disappeared. In Phlan, rumors circulate that something ancient was discovered in the grounds beneath the keep, dating to before the Clerics of Tyr built the small fortress. Uncover the secrets for 1st to 4th characters. It is designed for 3 to 7 first-level characters and is optimized for 5 second level. So in theory, if you play through the previous adventure, you'll be level 2 at least, and then you can come in and play this one. You'll kind of see that's a progression. A bunch of different people can play it, and the adventure has scaling up and down. But in theory, if you get this, you could run people up to whatever level this series ends at as you just keep going through each module. Which again, it doesn't have to be Adventures League. You can choose to play it as Adventures League, and then in theory, those characters are ones you can take to any AL-based game anywhere in the world. But if you choose not to, you still have a decent continual adventure that you can run. And if you're looking for that kind of content while you're here in the situation that we're in, might not be bad. So, basically, we kind of got the high-level story, right? Sokol Keep has a lighthouse. It has a beacon there that keeps ships away. It recently went dark, and there was some scuffles between people that were there, and there is a Temple of Tyr, and it's haunted by a ghost. And that's kind of the high-level stuff. So it takes place in Phlan in the Laughing Goblin Tavern. So part 1 is kind of getting information about the keep. You're doing some research, talking to people in the town. You find out what's kind of going on. Things have gone dark. People have different thoughts on to why. There could potentially, and looks like there more than likely will be, a bar fight that happens. And what's probably pretty integral here in the bar fight is that everybody here is using kind of bar brawling rules and that no one is using weapons. Which, if you do decide to use weapons and kill anybody in the process, it could potentially come back to bite you later on. So you go through, you do the bar fight, you get the information, you know that you need to get access to this kind of island, to House Sokol, to get more information. You can do that. There's a Harper there who can help you get more information and send you on missions. And then basically you're going to head out. The second part is heading out to Thorn Island and the keep itself. They give you some information on exhaustion, and if you decide to swim, because you could swim there, but there's potential. I feel like most people don't ever really look at the swimming rules because it doesn't come up too often. You could row a boat out there, or you could take the ferry. You get there, and then here's where they talk a little bit about the spirit, Harai, the priestess of Tyr, who died a long time ago, a dragon invasion almost 200 years ago. And basically what you find out is, let's see, she's additionally different towards the visitors. Her attitude changes if they worship a lawful good deity, if they attempt to engage the spirit in conversation, if they explore the keep without stealing anything. But basically, she cursed, due to what some of the people that were there did, she cursed the beacon to go out. She's friendly towards them. She'll answer with yes or no questions. And then there's a couple of servants that are still there. And then you basically have some stuff on role-playing them, but the keep is the main part. So you're going to go underground into the keep, and it's sort of like almost like a cavern kind of dungeon, traveling through a temple kind of scenario. You get into the lighthouse, you head down into the tower, and basically what you're going to learn as you get down there is kind of what they describe in the beginning is basically people overcame with greed and they murdered kind of one of the people. I think it's Igen, the priest or priestess person there. Igen became more serious about his search after a book of Tyr fell into his lap. Towards the end of the journal, there's the journal here talks about Igen, who's the kind of person who was murdered. And then again, here's the main part, right? We're getting into the temple itself. There's a couple of different enemies down here, animated armor, some ghouls. But basically what's going to happen is this guy Grim, Igen was killed by this guy Grim, who stabbed him in the back. There's some undead down there, and basically what'll happen is if you pressure Grim's kind of followers, they will kind of out him for murdering him. So Igen touched the idol, and the dead came to life, killing him and one of their colleagues, forcing Grim and his men to flee into the area. While they were too afraid to leave, they contemplated leaving through a tunnel. They've been stuck down here in the dark for 2 days. Grim does most of the talking. They initially try to pin the blame on the murder on the undead. However, they're not good liars. If the characters don't realize it, Harry certainly tries to get the characters to see through the Black Fist's lies. In reality, Grim murdered Igen out of sheer greed and anger, as discussed. If confronted, Grim's men are quick to point the blame where it belongs. And you can get some treasure, and basically, things will go well, and the beacon will be relit if you arrest the guards and bring them back to Phlan for trial. She will lift the curse, and the beacon is relit. If you kill all the people down there, kill all the guards, the authorities presume that they did so out of self-defense, and the curse is lifted and the beacon is relit. The only way that the curse is not lifted and the beacon not relit is if you release them and don't tell anybody about what they did, and they'll flee Phlan and never return. And then here we are as the rewards. Like I said, there's nothing too crazy. There's some things you can sell. There's a book on the Moonsea cults that will give you advantage to learn information about them. Grim wears splint armor that you can just choose to wear, and there's a wand of magic detection. And if you kill, this is what I was talking about, if you kill any of the people in the bar fight, you get the Enmity of the Black Fist. An innocent man died by your hand during the barroom brawl in the Laughing Goblin. Though you are arrested for your crimes, your faction eventually procured your release. The Black Fist, however, still associates you with crimes. So long as you has this enmity, all future charisma, deception, intimidation, and persuasion checks made against members of the Black Fist are made with disadvantage. And you get experience points and downtime days. Again, I just tried to run through a pretty high level because, like I said, these videos don't seem to do as well. But I said I was going to cover them at your request, so I did. That pretty much covers all of Day 2. The only other thing that was released is Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is what was included in the original starter set, and it's awesome. And if you haven't checked it out, you can do so. I didn't feel like covering Lost Mines of Phandelver as it's been around for almost 6 years at this point, and tons of people have covered it. I'll put a link in the description if you really want to see. I actually ran through it on my channel here. Way back in the day, it was one of the first things we streamed and uploaded to YouTube, so you can actually check out a full run through of my players playing it. But what's interesting is Lost Mines of Phandelver is available for everybody for free. You can get the starter set rulebook, and it is available, I believe, on Roll20, on Fantasy Grounds, and on D&D Beyond. So I don't know which version of the digital tool sets that you use, but all three of those are available, so you can pick it up on one of the three, or all three if you want. Get them now while they're free. We don't know how long that's going to last. And lastly, Hydro74, the cool artist behind all the limited edition coloring, or limited edition covers of all the D&D, limited edition cover books, released this cool beholder page, coloring page for the kids. So that is it for day 2 of free D&D content. I will be covering day 3 shortly after this, where we got, again, adventure number 3 in the series, Shadows Over the Moonsea, and then the following event, the other piece we got was Encounters in Avernus, which is something unique that I do want to cover. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.